Having this season be a little bit of a different season. You had the offense last year, but now you have the wide receivers as well. What's it been like to really break them down specifically and work with them?
It's been good. I mean, they've really stepped up to the next level. Coach Moore left them with a really good foundation. So it's year two. They understand what we're trying to get done, the competitiveness, and then the biggest thing is the blocking on the perimeter has really improved. That's been a thing that they've taken a lot of great pride in. So I'm excited to go see them play next Friday.
Adley Anoisi, Keenan Hale going down with injuries. How did that affect the group?
Nothing really. You know, Coach Schaefer says all the time it's the next man up. We're sad that they went down with injuries. You know, hopefully they'll be back sooner rather than later. But it's just the next guy. You know, just we're always competing and everyone's waiting for their opportunity. So unfortunately it happened to them. But guys have really stepped up and really trying to take hold of a position and make sure they can get into the rotation.
As far as Jared West and Alvin Cornelius being veterans, Jared obviously having more experience out there in games. What have you seen from them leadership-wise to not only make themselves better, but to try and bring up some of these guys?
I think they've been more vocal. Jared's done a good job of getting guys together, helping them with techniques and the fundamentals of getting open. So been pleased with that. Alvin's done a nice job of trying to be more vocal with the young guys and helping them in the meeting room. So a lot of those older guys who understand what we're trying to get accomplished have done a good job being vocal and helping the younger guys come along a little bit faster.
One of the younger guys, obviously you're well-known down in Florida, Steve Ishmael, get an opportunity to bring him up here. What has he shown you in camp so far?
He's done a good job. You know, Steve's, I knew he was going to be a very dynamic player when we recruited him, and we're happy that we got him. And he hasn't disappointed. He's out there every day. He makes some type of big play, or he makes a play that you have to look at it twice on tape to see how he did it. So we're excited to continue to see him develop and continue to see him progress. But, you know, he's going to be a very good player for us.
How wide open is it, or is it kind of, as far as the wide receivers go, have you been able to narrow it down and kind of know the guys that you want to trust in at this point?
We're developing that. You know, like I said, the biggest thing is on Friday night versus Villanova, you know, who's going to go out and make a play. A lot of guys have made plays in practice, and they've earned the right to get out there versus Villanova. So, you know, that'll be the final test of this whole journey from spring ball to now. Is just when the lights are on, when it really matters, you know, who's going to be that person that's going to make those critical plays. And, you know, right now we got a good group of guys who've shown that, hey, coach, give me the opportunity, I can make it. And like I said, it's their, you know, I tell those guys it's their job for them to show us that they deserve to be on the field. And right now this group has really been a great surprise, or not a surprise, that they've really earned the right and the respect of the team.
Ashton Broyles is a guy that has been used in different ways since he's been here. How do you kind of see him in the offense right now as far as where he's best going to serve you?
I mean, I think he did a nice job last year learning the receiver position, so now he's taken the next step, just like Brisley. I mean, those guys are dynamic players when they get the balls in their hands. Ashton's done a really good job of understanding route concepts, how to run the routes. I think he's had a really strong training camp and summer. So, you know, he's really matured as a person and as a player, and he's playing high football right now.
What about Brisley Esteem and where he's at for you right now? Obviously, he's a true freshman. He made some strides, but what do you see out of him now?
Brisley's taking the next step. I think he's a dynamic player, too. You know, I think both of those guys, just referring back to Ashton, is, you know, the second year they're not thinking. They're just playing and reacting, and they're just playing football like they know how to play. So it's been a pleasure watching those two guys compete with everyone else. I think the second year in the system, hearing the same verbiage, understanding what the expectations are, guys are just playing football and their natural ability is coming out as opposed to thinking and trying to figure out what we're trying to get done. They know it now. It's just a matter of how they're going to attack it and how they're going to get it done.
How have they been responding to Terrel Hunt, knowing that this time around he is the leader?
They're good. I mean, you know, Terrell established himself as a leader probably towards the middle and definitely towards the end of the season. So it's not like a new phenomenon like Terrell's the leader. You know, he showed it, he earned it, and they've continued to grow. You know, the beautiful thing about this for me is that they've all grown together. So it's just like having kids and raising them up. You know, the raising part has happened over the spring and now fall camp, but they've all been in the same boat. You know, they've all started for the first time. They've all went through the ups and downs, and now they're trying to see the progress of all the hard work they put in there together.
Sure.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about